Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Sam, welcome to the video with me here at Sam of Somalia. I'm just in like this little classroom that I use quite often at the moment. I actually record Arabic language videos here. If any of you are interested in learning Arabic, and I hope loads of you are, then follow one of the links in the description. It'll be to my Arabic language website, and I'll give you the link to my YouTube channel as well, inshallah. Because I hope lots of you are interested in learning Arabic, and that's kind of a big part of what I do. And my degree is in Arabic, so I mean that's kind of more my skills lend myself towards. But anyway, there are a couple of things on my mind, even though I'm in a place where I've been recording Arabic language lessons. Excuse what's on the board. There have been a couple of things on my mind, so I'm going to make a couple of videos for you, inshallah. One of them, this will be the first one, obviously the next one, it may maybe even be later on tonight, or will be tomorrow, inshallah, or the day after. But the first thing that was on my mind was, you know, quite often I do look through my comments, and I get some of the ideas for what I'm going to make videos on from those comments, and I have people who are suspicious of why someone like me would want to learn Somali, and even the other day when I was at my old university at SOAS in central London, I was talking to some people outside, and there were some Somalis outside who'd seen my channel. And they came to me and said, like, well, why do you want to learn Somali? Like, there are so many more useful languages out there. Like, and why do you want to learn Somali? And are almost suspicious, or almost thinking that I've got some sort of different agenda, when actually, like, if you're suspicious of somebody learning your language, really you haven't understood the fruits and the benefits of your own language. Really, that's not an insult to me at all. That's not me insulting your language, that's you insulting your language. If someone comes up to you and says, oh, I'm learning Somali, like I'm really interested in learning Somali, as a lot of people, a lot of other like white English people like myself are, and non-white, non-Somalis as well, have told me that they're interested in learning Somali, for whatever other reason it would be. And I've heard Somalis say like, oh really? Like, you know, when actually your response should be, of course you are. Of course you're learning Somali. Like, you know, why wouldn't someone want to learn a language of one of the oldest civilizations on the planet? Like, why wouldn't someone want to learn the language of a country which has a prospering economic future? Why wouldn't someone want to learn the language of a country that has the longest coastline in the whole of Africa and benefits from trade and beautiful locations because of it? Why wouldn't someone want to learn a language which is home to, you know, as I said, one of the most ancient cultures, a culture and a civilization which had books and trade and etiquette, whilst the majority of the world is still hitting each other over the head with clubs and haven't even discovered fire yet, probably. Honestly, at the time when the Somalis were putting together kingdoms and had, you know, and had etiquette and had a civilization, as I say, most of the places in the world weren't even building houses, like multi-story houses or anything yet. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So really, like, this is more of like a request of the Somali community that there's a psyche change, that there's a change in how you expect people to approach your language and your culture. I hope a lot of people watching this video aren't surprised that I want to learn Somali, or that other people want to learn Somali. And actually, I wanted to learn Somali way before I met my wife. Like, I've been doing a year's worth of Somali at university before I met my wife. Through learning Somali, I had no intention to like marry a Somali woman. As far as I was concerned, it was simply to do with your deen. Like, I wasn't looking for a Somali woman. It was simply to do with Iman. And I just happened to be passionate about the Somali language and about Somali culture. You know, I'd met Somalis who would welcome me into their community and stuff as well. And, you know, for whatever other reasons, I was also joined in a class with 10 other people at least who were not Somalis, who were interested in learning Somali. So really, I don't think we should be that surprised by it anymore. And just think to yourself, inshallah, I'll leave you with this, just think to yourself, like, when somebody comes and approaches you and they say that they're learning Somali, don't be so surprised by it. Say, of course you're learning Somali. Of course you are. You know, like, we don't seem to be surprised when someone is learning, you know, Italian or learning French or learning Spanish, but like the fact that Somali has a culture of oral poetry which is way richer than any of the other above languages. Like, if you're interested in oral poetry, or you're interested in things that the Somali culture has harboured and fostered for maybe thousands of years before other cultures in Europe even knew they existed, then of course you're learning Somali. Of course you're learning Somali. So think about that, inshallah. And that's what I'll leave you with, inshallah. The next thing I want to talk about is, you know, I said in one of my videos a little while back that I had a bit of time off doing YouTube, and the reason was because there's some big things going on in my life. So I'm going to tell you what those are in the next video, inshallah. So please tune in for that. That'll either be later on this evening or in the next couple of days, inshallah. So if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nabad Gilyu.